Mr. President, honorable delegates, dear fellow youth delegates. Every time I have fun with my friends, there's always one of them who keeps on reminding us that we are privileged. Unfortunately, this is not the case for everyone. Young people all over the globe constantly feel the effects of the crisis in their everyday life. Young people have trouble to find a decent job, and if they have struggled to enter the labor market is successful, it's often through an internship or a temporary job under poor labor conditions. Even before their introduction on the labor market, young people are facing many obstacles. Still today, in the second decade of the 21st century, many children do not have access to basic education. Students see the registration fees for their higher education elevated to astronomical heights and see the quantity of scholarships decreasing every day. Social and youth programs are in the first line when austerity measures are being taken. Governments argue that they have to do something about their huge budget deficit. But by not investing in the future, however, they are only creating a talent deficit. Moreover, ambitious young people can't acquire loans or credits anymore. The financial institutions should be careful not to prevent the youth from opportunities because of very cautious lending conditions. Young people are willing to take up their responsibility to find a way out of this crisis. The young generation is not afraid to work and not afraid to study hard. We are not blaming previous generations. We are just reaching out to all generations to get out of this crisis together. But on one condition. Young people also have rights, and those should be guaranteed, even more so in times of crisis. The right on decent education, the right on a sustainable job, the right to have a roof over their head, the right to have access to decent health care, and the right to have credit. We feel that these rights are too often forgotten or set aside. Please, Mr. President, honorable delegates, make it possible that also in times of crisis, youth can enjoy one of the most important rights that have been given to them. The right to enjoy their youth and adolescence. The right not to worry about the future. The right to be young.
What also worries us is that we know that governments invest less in sustainable development. We see this as the only possible way out of the crisis. For the future of your sons and daughters, even your grandchildren, we ask you to not only look for short-term solutions, but to long-term sustainable answers as well. We ask you to bring youth participation to a higher level in our pursuit to renewed, prosperous times. It's of utmost importance that the voices of the world's next generation are being heard. They will come up with new, fresh, creative, and sustainable solutions for the problems we face today. Youth participation at all levels, in all stages of decision-making, and in a wide variety of fields, going from environmental negotiations to labor regulation discussions, is absolutely necessary. Allowing youth delegates to your country's permanent mission towards the UN is a good step forward. We encourage all member states to do this, but this is just the first step. Let these youth delegates actively negotiate the youth resolution and help them prepare well so that they could truly contribute in an effective manner to the debate. Young people are the experts in being young. They will not disappoint you. Dear Mr. President, dear delegates, helping youth to face a financial crisis and safeguard their rights will allow that, in future, every young person will be able to punctuate every good moment spent with his friends by the sentence, "We really are privileged." Thank you for your attention.